What's up, Electric All Wheel? We got an XP Lite. We are definitely going to try and get a dual battery set up on this bad boy. We're going to get this installed. Should be pretty quick. I expect under 10 minutes. Smash that like button. Here we go. So right here, we're just removing the screws from the plate. Make sure it's the receiving plate for the battery and not the battery itself. It's on the left-hand side, as you can see. Now we're ready to remove the plate, and we do. It should come out pretty easily. Right here, I showed a clip to let you know where we're headed with this. So we're going to loosely grab and gently pull. Do not tug very hard at all on your controller, and just make sure your connections are set and everything's good. Right now, I'm trying to get a little bit of leeway with the wiring and make sure that I've got the free plate to get it back in. I'm going to double this over and actually insert it just to make sure that it fits and that I can get the location and fitment the way I want for the dual battery discharge converter. I plan to put the dual battery discharge balancer over the top of the controller for the hookup. You can see the connections here. I'm going to pull it back out, make sure everything's good for fitment, and then prepare to connect it all. I'm going to start by removing the tape that is on the Dean's T-plug, which is your power supply to your controller. And that is attached to the battery plate that makes the connection from the frame battery from Lectric. So this is going into the controller, out from the dual battery discharge balancer. So we're looking at out, maybe here, plug that in, and then we have a battery in, so that's this one, and then here's our plate. Once we have the plate plugged in, which is the second battery, or the first battery, then we need to prep the second, and that means getting the cabling into the housing and out the back so you can connect, or it doesn't have to be out the back, but wherever it is that you want to run your cabling, we need to get it through the cable opening in the controller housing. So I start from the outside and make sure you got the right connector in, and then we just kind of worked it up into the housing, and then it easily popped out the front, grabbed hold of it, and then we took this end and plugged it into the dual battery discharge balancer. That makes our second battery connection. And I pull the slack out of that line just to prep putting everything back in, and then make sure that I had the full length to run up the backside dependent on where I wanted to mount my battery. I'm checking the spacing for the wiring. And I use a screwdriver just because I don't want to jam my hand in the housing to push down the wires. So I'm just kind of continuing to make sure they're flat, and then the game here is to get this controller into the back of the housing and to get it as low as I can. And I want a lot of space up front. Now we're just trying to make sure the controller is in the back, and then we're going to put the discharge balancer right over the top. We'll slip it in there too. And then on the left-hand side, we're going to just slip our connectors vertically into the side there. And I just push them one at a time into that spacing, and then make sure that the cord slack is pulled out for the second battery that is outside the frame. I put the plate connector in there as well, and then I have enough room right up front where all of the connected wiring, etc., that was laying there fits, and then I just put the plate back on for fitment, and then grab a screw, and we're going to put that plate back on. All right, so we're at the back of the seat post. We've kind of put the secondary battery right there, and we're going to take the Velcro straps and then just connect them up. I use them to help guide the wiring, so I strap the wiring with the Velcro strap. and I use that all the way through the top, and then make sure to wrap up the excess wiring within the casing for the battery. So this Velcro strap case for the battery, I utilize that to help control the wiring and then also hide the excess wiring in the case with the battery itself. And we're going to go ahead and plug in our XT60 connections, and then the rest of this slack is going to go into the case. So we know that the battery is cracked off, so this will be the extra battery. There it is. Set that in pass 1. I'll lean it. There it is. Bike's in half, so you know it's working. We use the recommended battery. This baby is brand new with the dual battery. I love it. I'm a huge fan of Lectric. I love the ease and simplicity of this dual battery setup. I really hope you guys like it too. Shout out to us in the comments section and give us a like and subscribe if you feel like it. Check out our other videos for the XP and the XP 2.0, high step and low step. Thank you very much, Lectric. We love your bikes. This is a great one. This is the Arctic White. Baron loves it too. We'll talk to you next time.